Okay, send an announcement. Okay.
The server died at the end of this pod's game, and this will be the rematch. After a lot of time of scheduling issues and sorry, and like just yeah, so there were scheduling issues because of the time zone differences between the players, and we finally got a date that all four contestants could show up. However, the Xbox servers are just dead. They just don't work as long as I'm aware. So one of the players cannot show up, unfortunately. And yeah.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate.
It is.
And very unfortunate that Shiro is just radio silent with the Xbox issues.
Yeah. Because I mean, Shiro is just doing the same thing they do when someone asks about any kind of updates or patches. They just don't answer at all. It's been quite, quite the norm, and the community is used to it, for better or for worse. But we would greatly appreciate something about this Xbox issues. Like, at least they have they've they understand that there's an issue and they are looking into it, or anything really. But
Yeah.
we got nothing.
Just say, okay, we are working on it, and
Yeah, anything. But so far,
just nothing.
nothing.
Yeah, it's really, really sad. Yeah, but we have a replacement, which is very nice.
Yeah.
And we also have another stream, to my understanding. Wayla will be commentating in their stream in Russian.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know this. Then maybe we should give him the code to the game. Or
I
did you?
already did. I already did.
Oh, okay, nice. I didn't. I didn't watch the game while I was talking. So yeah, that complicated things a lot because that server crash at the end, literally at the end.
Yeah, it was like 3 minutes to go for the
Yeah,
game, and then the
not just
whole
that,
server crashed.
and not just that, but also there was a LAN thread 0.7 days away,
Yeah,
which could have shifted the game completely with what resolutions could have been voted on.
yeah, and it was such a close game, and so annoying that
Yeah.
that happened. I don't know. Maybe the issue also was with like the Xbox being in there, and I don't know when the Xbox issue started, but
I
maybe
don't know either.
that plays together.
It's been a week, and since the game,
Yeah,
I didn't know any kind of issues uh, with the Xbox before,
same. Yeah,
so I don't know.
but with this game, the rematch, we will have our conclusion from round one, and we'll have our semi-final pots for next week. The 5th of April, we will play the two semi-finals pots, and then the finals. So,
Yep.
3 matches. Oh, who is that?
That is Quambomb. It is known.
Okay, we will wait a few minutes. There are some coffee refills, and then we're ready to start the game.
Yep. That game, the first match that they played together was really, really energetic and full of action. I liked it a lot. It's just a shame that it had to end this way, and also that they can't get a true rematch because of the certain issues that we are facing. Well, not we, but the Xbox players. And I'm really sad about that.
Yeah, just very annoying circumstances here.
Indeed, yeah.
Especially because our player Cause was very happy to play and determined to play.
Yeah.
Really sad.
Yeah. And also, you know, at least we could find someone to hop in.
Yeah. Do you have any predictions for this game? Who do you think will win first and second place?
Last game Castorex was, I would say, dominating his side of the map, and Evane and him had a, kind of a dispute. I would say not really dispute, but they were contesting territories left and right, and they had a really dynamic back and forth.
Yeah, they definitely were the front runners a good portion of the game.
Yep.
Toys R Us had an interesting strategy on Atreides, going really defensive and early craft workshops. So it will be interesting to see if he will change that strategy or like go again with it.
But we will have to see.
Yeah, and of course a new player, Clumbomb, joining. I don't know much about him. I haven't seen him play. So it's a bit of a wild card for me.
I've seen him play. He's been around, for sure. He's been around as a player, just like Evane and Castorex. But I haven't seen him compete as much, I would say. I think... But you know, he plays random as well. That might make some surprises. So what happened here?
A lobby bug again.
Okay. The game is just falling apart.
Yeah, they definitely need to do something here. Like, the servers are so unstable, the lobbies are unstable, it's so annoying.
Yeah. Well, at least we got a new clan in Northgard, you know. There's that.
At least.
At least.
I mean, they could just say, okay, you can self-host servers, that would be great. Then we can just have a stable server for like tourneys and stuff. Because right now we need to save the game every land thread just for the possibility that the server crashes again.
Yeah. I don't know. I think there's peer-to-peer hosting, but it's so laggy, it's not worth it.
Yeah, I mean, I have a server at home. I could host a game server for it if I have like the files for it.
I mean, if you do and have a strong enough PC, then yeah.
Yeah, I have like a separate PC for it.
Oh, nice.
So that's definitely a possibility, but we would rely on Shiro to give us the files for it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're almost ready. Just waiting for one player to ready up.
Okay. Good luck, have fun to everyone, and then let's go. I don't know about any kind of hotkey, personally.
Yeah, I don't think there's a save hotkey. You have to press escape and then manually save the game.
Even less user friendliness in the game.
Yeah,
I love these games so much, but there are so many quality of life changes that could happen with the micro, just changing the engine as a whole. Because it's not really that great.
There are definitely a lot of improvements that can happen to this game. Okay, but we are
That's
in
an
it,
understatement.
and it works.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we will have no crashes, and we are ready for the game to start. Group B from the beginner tourney. Still in round 1, this is the last game, and next week on the 5th of April we will have the semi-finals and the finals happening.
Yep.
Here. In this game we have Castorex on a Harkonnen, Yvain on their Vanius, Quambomb randomed into Ecas, and Toysarus on their Atreides. As far as counselors go, what do we have here? I think the Harkonnens with the standard choice, I would say. They chose the counselors from last game they had. Uman Kudu and Piter. I think it's the strongest choice to make right now in this meta.
Yep, that's right.
On Vernius we have Bolek and Bronzo. I think also a very good choice. Fast expansion with Bronzo and a nice early game tempo with Bolek. Quambomb randomed into Ebowip, which is very nice for him. Very strong political counselor. And Rivi Dinari, arguably one of the weakest counselors in the game. We will see how he makes work of that. I think he gives your units don't have a Solari upkeep when they reach the max level experience. So if they have a high veterancy, they don't have a Solari upkeep. And
Yep.
Toysarus with Jessica and Yui.
Pretty much bread and butter setups for all factions involved except Ikez and maybe Vernius. But on Ikez there's actually a strategy that I grew to love, which is the what's it called? The trash truck strategy, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It's basic, and you run these exact counselors, and what you do is you get a bunch of units early, and you go all around the map, just capturing a village, building it up with masterpieces, and then dropping it and going to the next.
I see.
Yeah, and basically what you do with this is you leave behind villages that are just full of masterpieces that no other faction can do anything with. So
Yeah.
capturing it is not
Because
incentivized.
if you, as another faction or as Ecas, destroy a masterpiece, I think you get a authority, -10 authority, and minus land threat if you destroy the masterpiece.
Yep.
Let's look at the early research here. The Harkonnens going for Lay of the Land. Then Work Ethics, Instill Fear, so a very solid opening. Lay of the Land, of course, gives you knowledge per controlled village and unlocks the research agreement. So you want to send out as much research agreements as possible. For Vernius, we have the standard opening, I think. You might want to consider holistic thinking here. But of course, theoretical computing gives you analytic machines, which are very powerful, especially in the early game. Yeah, and I think then going to entropic engineering after this.
Yep.
So for ECAS, what do you do here? I have no experience.
I haven't played this that many times. I've tried it, and I've tried it with the same tags that you would do. Seems like Quambomb decided to go military heavy approach,
Very interesting.
but grabbing local dialect studies before anything else. I think this might be the way to go. But I wouldn't mind him picking up artistic aspirations and composite materials before that, just so that he can get some kind of solar reproduction from building those masterpieces. And also he needs native artists to build the main base building Museum of Unbound Arts to actually fill up those villages.
For sure.
So
it's a very important building for ECAS. I think you always grab this.
It is, yes.
It allows you to build more masterpieces from the same type. and just infinitely build them in one village. So there's no restriction anymore to your building types.
Yep.
And Atreides, we will have a look at them. If they're doing their defensive early craft strategy, they're picking up Lay of the Land, which is very good for them. I think it's very common on Atreides. Atreides Sympathizers, which of course gives you land threat and the extra influence production, so you normally are ahead in the first land threat and can maybe pick up a resolution, and then going for local community for the extra plus grid production.
Yes, and it seems like they picked up a POI, which boosted diplomatic maneuvers, which is amazing because that's the last tech that you want to get right before Lance Red hits.
Yeah,
Which-
very nice.
Which does seem to be the case,
And I
because
think-
it opens in 2 days.
Yeah, with UA you get +2 knowledge early game, so that might speed things up for them to get this.
Yeah, if I recall correctly, you can get 5 decks, just like this in order before the first Lance Red hits.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
This is basically the bread and butter.
Okay,
on-
now we will see the first research agreements that Harkonnen sends out to Verniers. Of course, allying with Verniers is very powerful because if you have Verniers as your ally, you get all the techs they have, and Verniers has very strong knowledge, so they will just speed through all the tech trees.
Yep.
Okay, the first land
Interesting.
threat. We have no Corino in game, so that may change some things because Corino can Imperial Edict the resolutions. So if you see Imperial Missionaries here, Corino could decide to make it so that the resolution will hit every player. Right now, only the elected faction gains the bonuses.
And also random bounty on a pose. Out of nowhere, just giving money to everyone that needs
Wow.
it.
That does not happen often.
No. Not on the first Lance Red, for sure.
This will help certain factions. I think it will help Atreides a lot because Atreides cannot pillage any village, so oftentimes Atreides has money problems in the early game.
Not this one. That's for sure.
Not this time.
Not this one.
This is
Because
the
they
rich
also got the
Atreides.
second spice field
Wow.
as their third region really early.
2 spice fields already, and rare elements, so very nice regions for them there.
Yep.
And having
I wouldn't
ingenious
mind him-
mines on one spice field.
Oh yeah, true. I wouldn't mind seeing him put some Blesscrete factories down in all of these regions. He already did it for the Red Chasm at the Rare Elements region. But he needs a lot more to actually build up his main base.
Yeah, I mean, let's have a look at this map layout and see if there are any advantageous spots here. As far as specials are concerning, Verniers has Crescent Ridge, is now grabbing Well of Riches in the north, and maybe later on there's a possibility for them to contest Worm Nest here, but this will put them in conflict with the ECAS. Maybe they have a chance to go into the middle and pick up Mundo Vale later on. We will see how they decide to do things here.
Yep.
ECAS,
And also there are a lot of
yeah.
bunker possibilities here for Verniers if you take a look at the villages leading to Polar Sink. There's one
Yeah,
on
for
the
sure.
energy resources and spice fields, and one on Worm Nest.
Yeah. So if they decide to pick them up early, which you might want to do, they can bunker up these regions very nicely with turrets and their nodes. ECAS has access to it. They already have the Imperial Basin. Up north they have Acid Lakes, and to the right they have sadly the Desolation. So 2 special regions, and of course they can try to pick up the Worm Nest early.
Oh, they grabbed Imperial Basin with the youthful eagerness. This does
Wow.
seem like the game I was thinking about.
That is
Question
very
is,
powerful.
can they get enough authority production and Plastreed production to actually make it happen?
Yeah. Youthful eagerness on Imperial Basin is very strong because of Imperial Basin gives you 100% more recruitment office resource production, and the useful eagerness on top of that gives you plus 20%, and you can build 1 more recruitment office. So you see already they're building 2 recruitment offices here. So they have all the manpower production they need in this game. I like this Harkonnen spot. They have so many villages to pillage here. I think they have very strong backfield. But only 1, maybe 2 special regions. And maybe they can grab the sink here.
They have a really good chance at grabbing sink, and I think there's a bit of land right next to the Polar Sink village where they can actually place a turret.
True.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But that might be a place where they can do that.
Maybe they can bunker this up, yeah. I think it all depends a bit on how Atreides expands. If Atreides wants to grab Sandfall very early and deny Harkonnen to go there, because it's very far away for Harkonnen.
Yep.
As Atreides, I'm definitely eyeing that.
They have the resources to grab it. They do. Like right now, they can start a peaceful annexation on it and then start building it up. Question is, do they want to do that? Because I don't think so. But that is a weak region. It can easily be decapped. It sits right in the middle of the region also. So both players can actually run for it. It's a bit more further away from Karthag than it is from Arrakeen.
For sure.
But I think Harkonnen has a better chance at grabbing that.
We see the first main base buildings going out for Harkonnen. It's admin hall, so plus 30% authority production and like a little bit of Solari production. Very strong early game building. You definitely want to have that.
Yep.
The ECA is going for a research center in their triple slot, so they're going for triple blue. And in S-World we see the double building because of course they have Bolek, they can build multiple buildings at the same time. So they're going for admin hall and research center, also very common to do that. Giving you an even faster expansion and of course boosting your knowledge even more, plus 20%. And Atreides doesn't have one yet. They probably, they're waiting for their Plastreed to build up.
They are not building enough Plastreed factories.
Yeah, they maybe want to look at building some more. The sweet spot is like 100 Plastreed production. For
I would say so, yeah.
That is enough.
Yep. So looking at Quambomb's sanctuaries, these are looking really nice. He can capture that region that he's standing on right now. I don't know if he's capping that. Yes, he is. And also capture acid lakes to make a third sanctuary.
Very nice.
And then he's pretty much set in sanctuaries, and he can look for the running around on Polar Sink.
This region here, Tourney Basin, between those 2 sanctuaries, has very nice crooks for it.
Oh yeah. If it was something that gives Solari after a certain kind of building, it would be better.
Yeah, for sure.
Instead of local sourcing, but it's still nice. I can imagine a research center and Oh, not a research center, a research. What is that building called? Research hub. Sorry, a research hub and a manpower producing
Yeah.
building there.
And Imperial Base already producing 14 manpower for them. Very strong.
That's insane. Yeah. And he can put another one down because there's a sanctuary nearby, giving it +1 on the quirks.
Yeah. So this will be even more. This region alone will secure all their manpower production.
Pretty much. Virginia's just snaking around at the edge of the map, grabbing everything that they can.
Yeah,
They
very
got their
fast
second.
expansion.
Yeah. That's the power of Bronzo.
Bronzo, of course, gives you minus 20% authority to annex. So, regions next to a region of them is minus 20% cheaper, which is a lot.
Yep, and they also create an automatic airfield at the edge, which helps them defend these regions.
What is this? 3 TNB?
Ah, it's probably one of my friends. Yeah, they really want to play Sea of Thieves with me right now.
I see.
It's fine. I'll cover this game and then hop off and play some with them. But right now we are in the game. In the zone as well.
Rania is doing really nice, building a lot of plascrete in their buildings. That's usually what you want to do because you can build your main base out very fast if you have enough plascrete production. And the bonus from your districts with Bolek, so you get 1 knowledge per district bonus, and if you build a single main base building in this slot, this gives you 1 district bonus. So it will enhance your research with this plus 15% development, and it gives you 1 knowledge. So you're trying to build up a lot of early tempo with this build.
Can he collect a node there? The Vernius player that is capturing that
The
energy
fuel cell
resource.
region, no, they can't connect a node there. Maybe
Mm.
later
But they
on
can
they
connect
want
it
to connect
on the
it.
spice.
They would have to delete the node in the knowledge village. Then they connect the node. They might want to
But
do
they can
this
connect
later.
it in the. They can connect it in the spice field if they capture that one, right?
Yes. Because if you have a region that is next to a region with a node that is already built, you can't build a node here if it's if this is already connected. And if you don't have a node in a village, this region will have minus 50% resource production.
I see.
They're still building the fuel cell factory there, which is a smart thing to do. The fuel cell factory will give you 10 fuel cells, minus 50%, it will be still 5 fuel cells, which is okay. Because for Vernius, fuel cells are a very big resource for them.
Yep. Even though they only get 5 from that region. Because it's not that worth.
Yeah, it's still worth it.
I don't really like the fact that Atreides is playing Jessica and not making any truces by themselves. Because they got all the tech that they need to actually make the to deal the treaties, but they are not offering anybody.
That is true. They have a truce with Harkonnen,
But it was initiated by Harkonnen as well.
They can
So-
definitely send out more truces here.
Yeah.
They have a non-aggression pact with Vernius, but are still in conflict with the Ikas.
Also, look at that big Ika's army.
Wow.
That is actually menacing.
I would be afraid of that.
Same, not just, especially if you are Vernius, because those subboys stand no chance against these.
Definitely. These subboys will melt away if Ikas decides to attack Vernius here.
Yeah. You have to remember they got the big game rifles. That's no joke.
You can't underestimate them. Ah, okay. And
No.
Vernius is deleting that node and reconnecting it.
Okay. I can imagine him grabbing that spice wheel and then reconnecting the crescent ridge.
Yeah.
I believe he can do that. Yes.
Now as
If I'm Ikas here,
you can consider building that node next to the other region, next to the other village here, on that plot of land here, and bunkering this village up more if Ikas tries to decide to attack here.
Yep. Well, if I'm Ikas here, I would certainly attack Vernius, because look at that node. That's so greedy. He wants to grab Worm Nest next.
Oh, yeah, that smells of conflict here. I don't think
Yeah.
Ikas will like that.
And they shouldn't let that happen, because if Vernius gets these bunkers, the late game will be just hellish.
This will be a nasty bunker to break.
Yeah. And keep in mind, there is no Corino in the game, so they can't just spam orbitals on them or use tanks to break the bunker. You have to actually brute force yourself through it. Let's see what's on the land red.
Infrastructure control would be very nice for Vernius, and they managed to grab it.
Yeah.
That means even faster main base buildings for them.
I don't know why Atreides contested that.
I mean, they could have, yeah.
Looks like they wanna build up their army with their manpower production, which is 4. Ooh, that's pretty low. But it is true that the Atreides economy can't really handle the early game upkeep. Ikas has finished the red tech. Wow. Really, really fast.
And they're attacking the Vernius node.
I don't wanna miss this action.
So this Vernius army appears to be very strong, but those are just suboids. They will melt away under this Ikas army.
Yep.
And we will see that now.
That they do.
Yeah, they don't stand a chance.
No, not at all. Guys in my chat just trolling. Looking at the Harkonnen. Harkonnen also finished their red tech and yellow tech. This, I don't know if this is a Chom game. He did grab every single spice field he has, and he's going for Polar Sing now.
He can definitely try to Chom here. Atreides won't contest.
Try. This is
Vernius maybe will contest them later on.
Yeah, but this is overall just a Chom, not a Chom heavy lobby.
Yeah.
Only Harkonnen is the one that could, realistically Chom. But also, this game is just open for every kind of Vicon for Harkonnen except Governor, because you can't really do that against Ikaz and the Atreides. But apart from that, they can win on either Edge or Chom. I don't think anybody can stop them.
Yeah, for sure. Now Vernier's going heavily into defensive technology. They have automated defenses and civilian defense force, so trying to stave off this Ikaz aggression. Yeah, and they're trying to pivot into some drones that will be a lot stronger against the Ikaz army.
Yeah, but I still don't think this will be enough.
I mean, the Suboids are trying to kill this musketeer, but yeah, the Ikaz units are just too tanky for them.
Yep.
As Vernius, I don't want to commit to that fight, so I just let that village go and try to take it later on.
I think that's the right call as well.
Now, if they had built their neural node next to that village, it would be much harder for Ikaz to liberate this. I don't know if
I mean, realistic.
I don't know if that will be enough, but would be much harder.
I think if Vernius put the node there, Ikaz would just destroy it while decapping the region. So I don't think that would have been a good idea. Now he can rebuild it with a missile battery and then capture it. Now that would be the right call.
Yeah.
But Ikaz is gonna capture the worm nest and potentially bunker it up with that with that fuel cells region. Do I know why French people don't eat snails? I'm guessing they don't like fast food. You should stop with these bad jokes finally.
The poor French people.
Yeah. People in my chat.
Maybe you need a moderator in your chat.
No, these are just my friends.
Ah, I see. Yes, free TNB.
Yeah. Ooh. One bomb has to be cautious with that refinery placement in the worm nest, because you see that it's not really on the land. It's kind of like in the sand and on the land. So what could happen here is that if a worm is near the spice field, and there's a worm sign on the spice field, and the harvester gets called back, it will stop on the sand, which means that the worm can still eat it.
Interesting.
Yes, it has happened to me too many times that now I remember to put the refinery like on the opposite side of the village compared to the spice field location. Oh, we are not friends? Oh, I'm sorry.
Now, Tourney is building their first main base building. Very nice. I think we had it last game that they delayed their main base buildings very much until into the late game.
Yep. It mostly comes from the fact that they don't have enough Leskreed production. Only 72 right now, compared to 130 on Vernius or 80 on
I mean,
Harkonnen.
you always have the choice to build out your villages or save up the plascrete for a main base building. Normally, it's more worth it to save up the plascrete and build a main base building.
I do like the position of Hark here. Let's see the Cho market. He is not buying. I'm guessing he's putting that money that he gets from the pillages into building his main base up, which does seem to be the case, because he's gonna get his triple red soon.
He's far ahead of Ikaz and Atreides.
Yes. What I do not like though is him going for triple red instead of double red.
Is that what
I
you
would say,
normally do on Harkonnen?
yeah, yes. I grew to that. I don't know since when, maybe a couple of weeks ago, that I realized that I think it's just superior. Like
So you're
having,
basically trading the 20% max health to your units for 2 armor on them.
yes, because if you check the Harkonnen units, they are already not as tanky as you would expect them to be.
Yeah.
And because you are running beat armor on the executioners, they have even less health. So you might as well give them more armor.
I see.
And don't forget that it also procs on the Cerberus, Unchained Cerberus, and Sleeper Agents.
Okay, we see the heroes coming out. Satyr for Verniers, very nice choice. Keeping your engineers invisible and forcing the enemy to have stealth detection on. And we see a big pivot for the Atreides. I think the last time they played, they chose Gurney, but this time they choose the way superior choice, which is Duncan.
The donkey himself out on the field.
He is. He looks so powerful.
Well, not yet, but he will be even more powerful as the game
if he
goes on.
dies, who knows? For who? Yeah. If you don't know, when Duncan dies, he will come back even stronger. That, of course, is a reference to the books, where Duncan gets killed and then is brought back as a Gola, as a clone, and has the past experiences of every Duncan that came before him.
Spoilers, of course. I mean, it's how long? Like, how old is that book?
I don't know.
50? It will be 50 soon.
There he is.
Man,
Donkey Idaho.
sometimes you just have to stop and appreciate the beauty of Donkey Idaho.
He should ride a donkey.
Unit.
He should have a donkey at his side.
He should, yeah. He should be a donkey. Half man, half donkey.
Oh wow, okay. Ika is deciding to turn on the aggression against the Atreides.
I mean, good choice. He can just farm that region all he wants, because Atreides haven't really invested into red tech yet. He's just doing it right now.
Yeah, and he chose Whitmore, so every militia, Whitmore and the champions Ikas have, every militia they kill will give them a champion trophy, which is 100 hedge for them.
Yep. Only Harkonnen have not picked their hero yet, because they are not at 10k hedge.
As Atreides, I will let that pillage go through, but it seems like Verniers is siding with the Atreides here and threatening to engage. So that will drive the Ikas off.
I think Ikaz is aware that Vernius has Satyr, and they don't want to risk a stealthed army, just ambush them. Also because the Musketeers do not have their second gear slot, which could be stealth detection.
True, yeah.
The Knight and the Squire and the Musketeers are missing their second gear. I don't know if that's a choice that he made because he wants to be flexible, or he just forgot. Also, a rogue assassin trying to kill the warden, but the support drone just picks them up.
True. The warden is safe. Whistler will be happy.
Rizzler would be happy, yes.
I didn't know that even though an assassin attacks the warden, it gets picked up by the support drone.
Me neither.
That's very strong.
Yeah. Did you also know that if you are in a tradee's village range, like in a supply range, if you pick up a unit and put it in the Kraken, they will still heal inside the Kraken.
I see.
Anton did it against me once, and never again. It's miserable.
Now Harkonnen is doing an aggressive pillage route here towards the Atreides land, next to their main base.
And they certainly can, because Atreides still doesn't have the necessary red tech or military
Here comes the next
to
assassin.
defend themselves. Here comes the next assassin. What is this? There's still one more spot in the drone, but after this everybody just dies. Vern is looking to recapture that region. I think they have the authority, yes they do.
And they have a nice connection now with their nodes. Rerouting it. You still want to have that neural node next to the village here with a missile turret. So even though you only have automated defenses, the other factions all have border defenses, which allows you to place 2 missile turrets. Vernius doesn't have that. But with their neural nodes, they can have 2 neural nodes and 2 missile turrets.
Yep. Looking at the Harkonnen here, he has crewed up his harvester to the max. He is not... he does not have martial economy yet, which means that he's not permanently oppressing it. And he seems to not have spying mastery, which is one of the most crucial attacks for Harkonnen if you're running Peter.
Because you can sacrifice your agents, and you want to have the max 15 agents.
Yep.
And it gives you minus 50% impact on the time to recruit a new agent. So just having cutting the recruitment time for your agents in half, basically.
Yep. This does not seem to be a good Landsraad resolution. I don't know. This is just nothing exciting right now. Yeah. Atreides should save their votes and try to go for a charter.
True.
They can
even go for Speak of the Council here.
Looks like they wanted to get some more authority.
Yeah, which is also a nice choice for them.
It is. But if I'm Atreides here, I contest Eye of the Council. Just save my votes, vote up Eye of the Council, and try to grab that charter ASAP.
Yeah, I mean they have 14 influence production. They will be at their max soon enough.
Yep. He still did not send any treaties to anyone. Not even knowledge treaties, which is arguably the best treaties that you would send out if you are Jessica.
That is true.
If you are running Jessica.
Now, what do we see
here? But that does not seem to be the case.
Atreides and Harkonnen attacking Ikas?
Oh, this is a 3v1 situation.
Oh yeah, but look at that Ikas army. It's just huge.
Atreides will not
a lot of the
stand
units from them are max vetted.
Yep. How much does that boost their economy? They're in plus 41. His army has 100 salary upkeep, which is like really, really low compared to what it usually is, around 200 to 300.
Yeah.
Vernius trying to grab that region yet again while building a missile battery there. Ikas will not let that slide.
Yeah, we see in the chat, the whole lobby is talking to each other, and
Yep.
it seems like Vernius is trying to agitate the lobby against Ikas here.
It might work.
Okay, Harkonnen already on the passive hatch.
That's what I was looking at right now, yeah.
Yeah.
They are doing it on Polar Sink and Sandfall. I wouldn't mind seeing them capture Space Wreck, just so they can get a Overlord out faster, which is the strongest frigate in the game because of decimation protocols, which is basically a nuke. Like, let's be honest, it just kills a clump of units if you press the
It
button.
is very strong.
Vernias, meanwhile, have bunkered up that village that they are still trying to
Yes,
cap
very
next to
nice.
Ikas.
Putting the node there and a missile turret. Also having the military base, which gives you minus 20% damage.
Yep.
So now, how does this fight go? They don't
Oh,
have
this-
any engineers around, so there is no
No,
healing
they
for the
don't.
Vernius army.
Well, this will be a massacre.
They're trying to pull back. Very nice kiting. Yeah, this might allow them to capture this village because Ikas doesn't want to stand in the node and the missile turret.
Rookie mistake. Rookie mistake, guys.
This is the
No,
beginner journey.
No, yes, and I'm a beginner streamer because I had the game on zero master audio for, I don't know,
That is a
probably
rookie
an hour.
mistake, to be honest.
That is a rookie mistake, yeah.
Not having in-game
That's what
audio.
Yeah, because I didn't want that to disturb the early discussion around why this match is even being played.
I see. Maybe you should give up streaming and play Sea of Thieves.
Yeah. Beginner streamer for a beginner tournament. All fine. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, exactly. We are
We're
all beginners
here. Yes.
Okay, and we see that Atreides is pivoting from their strategy from the last game. Not going for the early defenses, not going for valuable trinkets early, building out their blue tech, and already going for the military propaganda, which is very nice to see from them.
Their main base buildings are still a bit behind though. And I still don't like the triple blue approach on Atreides because I think I've said it last game as well, but Atreides benefits the most from building a triple red because their units are already really tanky, and the 20% just gives them, like, I don't know, 200 HP extra.
Yeah, the Atreides units do scale with HP really well, right?
Yes.
So we
Because
see
of the
500
Proud
health on the
Liberators.
Rangers. What do we have here? Trooper with 600. Yeah, they have a big health pool, and I think Proud Liberator also boosts that in combination with
does,
the
but
Lance standing.
I think that's another. Wait, how much is that? 1% max health per 20 Lance Red standing. That would give them.
They can get up to
25%.
500 Lance standing.
Yes. So that's 25% extra HP.
That's really strong, yeah.
Now it can easily give them 1000 HP warriors and wardens. It's really strong. I also don't know, does it? Oh, it says non-mechanical units, which means that it even works on militia. That's even better.
That is true. I mean, they are the finest legions in the galaxy.
Yep.
I mean, I think what Atreides is trying to do is definitely try something political here with going for all that blue tech they have. So we might see some political play from them, but they do have to vote up a charter. They definitely can pretty early on.
And they should, because otherwise the whole lobby can just work against them.
Yeah. It's very difficult, I think, to keep an eye on that, to have in mind, okay, I have to vote up the charter, so it will come up.
That is true, yeah. But getting Imperial Audit here would be really, really nice for them.
That is
Also,
true.
Oh no, I thought Ika's betrayed because they have minus influence production and a really, really low standing because they have no truces. They have literally 0 truces up right now.
That is true, yeah.
I mean, does Ikas get any benefit from having a high lands red standing?
Not that I immediately know of.
Only the things that they already get, yeah. It's not like Atreides.
Yeah, they do not
who get
scale with
max
the land
HP.
threat.
Yeah.
If you go for a political play with Ikas, you definitely need the land threat. But if you go for like the military approach and aim for the hedge win, you don't need it. Oh, this Ikas army
Right.
looks scary.
It is scary, yeah.
Will they try
I
again
wouldn't mind.
to break the Smyrnius bunker here?
They can, but they need to select a knight champion and maybe a squire champion, because currently they have none, and Whitmore alone won't be enough. They do not have the salary required to make another one, so that's why.
The spectator code is not public, no.
No, it is not. I think also spectator mid-game joining is disabled. Toxic vapor spam happening from Harkonnen against Ikaz. It does look like that Harkonnen wants Vernius to get a bit ahead, because he fears that Ikaz will be stronger in the late game, which I don't know if I agree with. I think Vernius has expanded enough, and they don't need any more lands next to Ikaz.
I mean, it would be nice for them to get the Worm Nest here, but it is not necessary for them. They have 1, 2, 3 harvesters secured.
Yeah, I meant from the Harkonnen point of view. I wouldn't let Vernius expand more. I think this is like a nice empire they have built up.
Yeah,
if it goes even deeper, grabbing Worm Nest and that's energy sources, that would be devastating, because that's an even stronger bunker.
I mean, as Vernius, I would be happy with those 2 special regions, and you even can try to take off Mundo Vale from Atreides and connect it.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that, yeah.
So I would
but
be
also
very happy
Harkonnen
with
is
that
just
bunker. And
Harkonnen is just happy in their little corner.
Yeah, with all their villages to pillage, and of course, once you pillage a village, it will get cheaper to annex later on. So in the late game, you always have to look out for that.
Because how much is this currently? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 villages that he can capture. They don't have that many instill fear stacks because he kind of delayed that stack. But it's already just 100 on almost each of them. and that's really low, really low compared to late game village costs. So I wouldn't mind seeing him just pillage these maybe 3 more times and then capture it. Because this could be a 5,000 spike, 5,000 hedge spike, which is insane. Looking at Ikaz here, he's trying to attack Harkonnen.
Yeah, I mean, Vernius has 2 specials, perhaps 3 specials, and later on they still can attack Worm Nest because it's very open to them. If it comes down to a hedge race and in the late game, you can definitely capture Worm Nest.
Yep.
So I wouldn't say Vernius is in a bad spot special wise.
But he has to obfuscate Harkonnen's hedge generation early if he wants to keep up with him.
I think that is definitely the play here. Because I would fear the huge spike Harkonnen has with all their regions they can capture.
Yep.
So disabling the craft workshops for Harkonnen is definitely the play here.
Harkonnen is researching border defenses right now. I wouldn't mind seeing him research martial economy after that, just in case if he needs to chome. Because currently he's the only one with the amount of chome shares that he's in the double digits.
He definitely could chome. He has 3 spice fields here.
Yeah.
Okay, now Ika is attacking Harkonnen.
Yet again. Let's see those toxic vapors.
Oh, this is evil.
Yeah.
But
you can't really
doing
do
the right thing, pulling out of that region, going into polar sync, so avoiding the vapors.
They are preparing a supply drop, so next time they come back, they can actually stay in polar sync and wait it out. But of course, Harkonnen being Harkonnen, they can just keep spamming this with their intel and solar production they have from pillaging. Speaking of pillaging, he should do another round. He has some units in the back that are doing nothing right now, so he can just go around and pillage everything. Get intel and Solari again.
Okay, now we have Eye of the Council on the table, and Atreides has 800 votes, so they can definitely grab them.
This does seem to just be Atreides. I don't think the others will agree who should get it.
Yeah, I mean they definitely should, I think. Giving it to Atreides is always... you don't really want to do that.
Yes, but who else would you give it to? A Harkonnen? I would never agree to that.
Yeah. Yeah, Ika's pointing it out. Atreides governor is scary, which is definitely true here.
Yep, he's right to call that out, but also here you can't give it to Ikaz because of their political art tech, which they still do not have.
Yeah.
Somehow. But also you cannot give it to Atreides and you cannot give it to Harkonnen. So the only one that is like not as scary as the others would be Vernius.
Yeah, I don't think they will agree on voting on somebody else here.
Yeah.
They're speaking. They're politicking here.
I think they are trying to agree on someone to put it on.
As Atreides, you definitely have the possibility to save your votes and just go for Speaker of the Council next round. I mean, they are capped at 750. I don't know if they can augment that. I don't think so. So 750, it's still a lot.
Yep. But if they waste everything, Atreides gets out of the council and... Ooh.
Oh, Bernius and Harkonnen try to give it to Hark, but Bernius only putting 200 influence in, so it's not enough.
Yep, but they did make Atreides use all of their votes. So that's a plus, because getting Speaker of the Council right now on the next charter would be devastating for the others.
Yeah, for sure. Now what you want to do right now is just vote up Eye of the Council again. Just vote it up every time. And try to get Atreides off it. That way you can stall out a governor strategy win for a pretty long time.
Yep. Also, Ikas is just farming those units.
Whitmore already on 7 trophies, 8 trophies. Where are the champions?
He did get in the lead with that. I don't know if I allow this as if I'm the Vernius here, because this does seem... Ooh, it's a capture as well. Eee. That's scary.
Yeah, Vernius doesn't like that. I think as Vernius I want to attack there. Atreides now slowly getting their hedge up. They only have one special in the back, so they definitely don't want to lose Mundo Vale here.
No, they do not.
Now, does Ikas want to fight off Vernius and Atreides? Can they? I don't think so. So they're pulling back.
I think Vernius is just here to defend, help Atreides, because I don't even know why, actually. I think I would want Ikas to capture that if I'm Vernius here. What I don't want is Whitmore to have 15 stacks. Because that is the scary part. But alright, we'll see how that turns out.
Yeah, I think as Atreides, I want to take off Sandfall from Harkonnen sometime.
Well, I mean, you can certainly try.
Will be difficult, but
it will be very difficult, considering that they have 55 CP against, well, 62. They can win this fight for sure. If they have everything they need operations wise, and well, they have a ceasefire, so even if they start losing, they can just pull back. But these units are not vetted at all.
Wow,
as long as they are not.
Ikas is behind on main base building.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Atreides is more.
Wow.
They are now completing their triple blue.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they have 47 blast creed production.
Ah, that is not good. They definitely need
more.
No,
it is not.
Do they have
even as Ikas, yeah.
No. I mean, that region right here, Juno Basin next to their base. I want a blast creed production building there.
Yeah, I can see that. I would also build I would build a blast creed production and the masterpiece there.
Now the monument is out, so a huge buff for the Atreides army, and they're attacking once again.
Well, I don't know if it will buff the Atreides army, but I know for sure that this Ikas army is gonna obliterate the Atreides drones.
Yeah, for sure.
Which side will Vernius choose here? He chose the Ikas side.
Wow.
A betrayal. Duncan will die, but...
Now, the Atreides will die in the dark here.
Yeah.
So Verni is betraying their ally, the Atreides. Now a big worm might come.
It is coming. And 2 unfortunate squires paid the toll.
Yeah, never
Pay the price.
trust the robots here.
Those damn thinking machines.
Yeah, Atreides will lose that special region to Vernius.
Yep.
So as the Atreides, I'm definitely looking for a way to win the governorship. I think that is a viable option for them with only one special region there. And
That is true, yeah. Either that or, I mean, they didn't really invest into green tech, so the hedge game is out of the question.
yeah, they lost the technology because Vernius attacked them there.
Yeah, but they also didn't. They don't even have native customs, and it's 13 days for them. So I don't think we will see much hedge game from Atreides here, unless of course they pay the taxes and the game goes on for long enough that they can just spike from special regions.
Yeah, I think their plan was to go for a political game here.
Oh no, don't eat. Oh, the Harkonnen army is trying to move up so that they can stop the Vernius capture, but Shai-Hulud says no, no sir.
There's a ceasefire going down, which I think will just delay the capture, but
It might buy enough time for Harkonnen to actually intercept or like stop the Vernius army from capturing this. If they choose to help Atreides, which I think they should, because that Vernius node, if it connects there, they will suffer more losses from decapping that.
I will be right back. I need to do something very quickly.
Okay, sure. So looking at the Lands Red, Water Sellers is up. And Private Mandate, which means 100% resources from pillaging villages and sieges, and it goes to Atreides, which is not something that Harkonnen wants, because they wanted that charter, but it seems like instead of that they opted for getting Water Sellers, which miserably failed because Vernius was the winner. And the third charter just didn't go through, and it was Landsat Investigations, which, I mean, it's not bad, but I would say it's one of the least impactful resolutions that can come up. Okay. Looking at the hedge right now, Harkonnen is leading with a massive with a massive passive generation of 32. The lobby will have to do something with that sooner or later. Vernius closely behind by, or not even Vernius, it's Ecast who's behind him at 18k, with all those trophies holding him up at second place.
What's happened?
Atreides won. Not Atreides. Atreides won Private Mandate, which is not great for Hark, but also Water Sellers went to Vernius. And that's it, basically. Also, Speaker of the Council is up next, and Atreides has the most votes.
Very nice.
Out of everyone.
I mean, that was the thing we talked about, saving up the votes, betting on Vernius and the others in the lobby to spend all the votes, and then voting up Speaker to get it.
Yep.
Very nice.
So Harkonnen has to be a bit faster on the pillage routes, because this way you might miss one Instill Fear stacks in the late game, which can mean winning or losing when you try to spike.
Yeah, a lot of these regions are unpillaged right now.
Yes. Vernius captures Moon Jewel. Well, it's a region. It's a special. And that's pretty much it about this region. It's not a bunker. It's an airfield, basically. It's good for an airfield. It has good reach, and it gives a lot of hedge, but the kind of special it is, it's the one of the worst ones, because it just means your buildings consume no water. Which saves you like what, at max 10, 11 water, which is not that great.
I mean, I think for Atreides it's a nice special because Atreides is very water hungry. I think
Actually,
Anton pointed out in the game feedback that Atreides has no way to produce extra water, so you basically have to go the main base building for water. The recycling vats.
Yep.
Because I think every other faction has a way to produce more water, and Atreides doesn't.
Yep. And also, Fremen loves it because for Fremen, instead of 10 fuel cells, every main base building costs 10 water. So if you capture the Moon Jewel on Fremen, you always put at least one. I mean, you can only put one, but you put one of the main base buildings in Moon Jewel that consumes 10 water.
Yes, and of course, if you play Shamoom, this is also a very nice region to have. More water.
Problem with Shimoom is that you don't benefit from having a lot of water. You benefit from having a lot of water produced from the villages.
Yeah, that's true. 12. You need 12 for one Shimoom stack.
Yes. And Moon Jewel usually doesn't have good winds.
Wow, Vernius going deep into Atreides land here.
If they capture that, it could be devastating.
Now they can do that because Atreides is very low on manpower and can produce their army very quickly.
I would love to see a ceasefire go down.
Okay, but Vernius pulling back, maybe realizing that they will go too far.
Spice tax hits, which means that Harkonnen has been now shown as the first number 1 player in the lobby.
Now, as Vernius, I want to obfuscate craft workshops for Harkonnen here.
Yes, if you see how many villages Harkonnen has right now, you can calculate it and see like, oh no, Harkonnen isn't actually at 20k hedge, he's actually at 25k hedge already, and we have to do something ASAP.
You basically have to assume they're way ahead of the lobby because they have a huge spike. Now, Ikas and Vernius do realize that and try to attack them. Toxic Vapors going down.
Right now, only difference right now is an Overlord and 4 missile turrets.
I mean, that might be just enough.
It might be, yeah. Unless, of course, they turn the Overlord against Harkonnen, and
that is true. Vernius has the operation for that backdoor.
Yeah, I'd actually never tried it, but maybe if you time it well, when you activate decimation protocols, will the stings turn back and actually fly into Harkonnen units?
I don't know if they do. It would have to be very well timed. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now
that would be
they're
very
trying
fun
again. Speak of the Council is up, and Atreides has a very good chance of getting it. I think the other players, well, yeah, they can contest it. They might have enough votes here.
They have more than enough to contest it.
They have to go all in to prevent that.
Yep.
Now, as Atreides, you can decide if you let this go and just wait for the next Landsrat Council.
I think if I'm Harkonnen here, I want to risk Atreides getting governor here, because it basically shifts the attention of the other two.
That is
Because
true.
right now, at this stage of the game, Governor is a more imminent threat than Hedgewin.
Yeah, that's
So if I'm Harkonnen
definitely...
here, I will vote it up. Yep. Harkonnen did not care about that charter.
Wow. Yeah, so you're right. Harkonnen... yeah, and we see Ikas and Vernius pull back now.
Yep.
We see question marks going down.
Where? Oh yeah.
Damn illness.
Beginning of the spring has been hard on all of us. I don't know why, but I got sick as well. Hark did fool them, yes. And it's genius because right now they have to choose who they hit, and
Yeah.
killing these Atreides is not as hard as it might look because their armies are still rebuilding and
Yeah,
their
they
manpower production
definitely
is
need a
not
bit
great.
more manpower. I think you wanna be around like plus 30 manpower or something. But they have Duncan back, and he came back stronger, so plus 2 power and plus 1 armor here. Or is that right? Heroism or Gola Wisdom?
I think it's Goal of Wisdom. Heroism
yeah,
is the...
plus 3 power and plus 150 health.
Yep.
And that
Heroism
was
is the one
yeah.
that they get from the buffs from their nearby units.
So Atreides researching border defenses, preparing for the imminent aggression towards them when they get governor. So you
And also
definitely want-
political entente so that they can force truce and get some units to defend.
Yeah, they definitely want to pick up Proud Liberator because giving their militia a bit more health and the units will get tankier.
Does Ikas have? Yes, Ikas does have passive research and also plus 32. All of the top players have the exact same passive production.
Yeah, I think as Vernius, I definitely want to obfuscate Harkonnen trinkets here.
Yeah, I think
that
so
would be
as
the
well.
right play.
It is. What's up, Johnny?
Now Harkonnen is trying to show him a bit. They had 18%, but if they really wanted to show him in this game, they need to start a bit earlier. Now they do have Office of Order down in their spice regions, I think. Yeah. So maybe they're expecting Vernius to obfuscate their crafts and pivoting to another win condition here.
And he's just collecting these assassins like they are Pokemons. They want as many of them as possible.
How many do they have? 3?
They have 3 here. They trained one and then got one from the resolution. Or like 2. They got 2 from the resolution.
Okay, ceasefire going down, stopping the Vernius aggression for now. Hopefully giving Atreides a bit more time to rebuild their army.
That Dragon Rome army is looking menacing.
I see. Okay, Vernius doesn't have Wonders of the Desert researched. So,
Does he?
as Vernius,
Oh, no.
you can only obfuscate technology you already have researched. So, it will take another 25 days for them to research Wonders of the Desert and obfuscate it.
That's at least one more village worth of hegemony generated by the Harkonnen passive.
Yeah, that's not good.
Also, next spice hits in 7 days. Vernius captured all of his lands. He has nothing to spike with.
Yeah.
And he's barely ahead of Harkonnen. All the top 3 right now. Barely. They are, all of them are just up there at 21k. Never mind, because Ikaz just somehow got... Oh, he captured a village. Yes, he captured one of his sanctuaries.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Maybe going for the spice field to try to contest the Chome from Harkonnen, but that is a far stretch.
That might be the case, yes.
Yeah, they have 2 ball villages to capture. Each village is 600 hedge, so 1200 hedge for them to spike off. And of course, their champions.
These Harkonnen villages are looking juicy right now.
Wow, Whitmore with 18 trophies. So Whitmore
18.
is basically a special right now. Walking special.
Yes, he does. Vernius manages to capture that region from Atreides.
Wow, this is dangerous for Atreides.
Basically giving him access to the main base. And it's also gonna be the end of a neural node network, which means this is a free airfield for him.
Wow. Now, what is the lobby deciding to do here? Maybe just kill off Atreides and then proceed with the edge game? I mean, Governor is voted up, so...
That is possible, yes.
Yeah,
they can also
I think the lobby is deciding on that Atreides needs to get rid of.
Yeah.
And
because he's just happy to farm those buildings and the militia. He doesn't care if Atreides stays or not.
Yeah. Each militia gives their champions a trophy, so they will have even more hedge on them.
Does Hark have any sieges left? He has all 3.
Yeah.
Every single one. And this is a 4th if he manages to capture this region as well, so he's more than ready to just capture these Atreides villages with the authority they get from these villages. He doesn't care.
Hedge-wise, Harkonnen is very ahead.
Also the Chome.
And still 26 days for Vernius to obfuscate Harkonnen crafts.
I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna be enough.
I don't think so. It will be enough for Harkonnen to just still win on hedge. Now
Spice
can
Atreides defend this? Now. Don't think he can.
He doesn't have a really nice setup.
He used up all of his influence, so he cannot force truce. That's bad.
He has 1 pure eye.
He has all the tech necessary for defending, but he needs influence so that he can force truce.
He doesn't have a nice bunker. His village setup is not that ideal for a governor play.
No.
Like 2 of his villages are too far away from his main base to be a good defense for it.
Yeah. Also, Ika's farming even more.
I mean,
this
there
is
is
reaching
a
dangerous
chance
levels.
If he can delay it long enough with ceasefires. But he hasn't one prepped right now, and I don't know if his intel production is high enough.
No, I mean, it's 13. Does he have any POIs to grab? He does not. So I mean, he can try this.
It will be difficult for Atreides to defend here.
I would even say impossible. This is just a 1v3 with how many CP? How much? He is full on CP. There's 1 more warden coming out. It will be the 4th warden of the army. Gear-wise, there's nothing on the support drone because he doesn't have the tech. Oh no, he had it from Vernius. There's only one support drone here. Ikaz did everything they could to just get as much hedge as they can from that village.
I think my game is lagging behind here.
Is it?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it's just standing still for me.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. I don't know if it will
Question
catch
is,
up. Now it's catching
did the
up, okay.
players... Okay, nice. Harkonnen was not in combat, so that he lost the stacks on his executioners. He will not win this fight. That's for sure. This is too much even for him.
Oh, wow.
No stacks on the executioners, no serves nearby.
Very,
This was a
very nice
losing
from
fight.
Atreides here.
Nice pick, but all the others are not going in. They let Harkonnen's army die, which is the wise choice.
Is Duncan going down here? I think he's in the support room.
Raban just dies from the toxic vapors,
Very
plus combat
nice.
drags.
Atreides has to be careful for the worm.
No, he's fine.
Now Ika's pulling back.
Can they outvote? Ooh.
It will
They
be.
they will be able to outvote.
What they have to
Atreides,
do
but
now is to put governorship up.
yeah, they didn't vote up governorship, which could be a fatal mistake, unless of course Venice decides that he will kill Atreides, doesn't
Yeah.
matter what.
Because how this works is you have two ways of getting the governorship off. Now they're voting it up. You have either loss of rights, which can come up, and you vote for it, and everyone loses the charters. But Atreides has Speaker of the Council, and the Speaker can deny swap out charters, swap out resolutions that come up. So the Speaker can deny loss of rights. So the only way to get rid of the governorship is to vote it up again, and then vote on the governorship again.
Yep. Also, Atreides does not have the necessary intel production to keep ceasefiring his main base, and he doesn't have one prepped. He used it somewhere, I guess.
Okay, so Ikas is pulling back, betting on the lobby to vote up governor, and perhaps is trying to spike themselves. Yeah, 24k hatch.
Gov is not being voted up. This is looking bad. Even though Atreides doesn't have ceasefire prepped, he can prep one, and that might be enough just to survive for 10 days, which will not be 10 days, but 7 instead.
Yeah, and Atreides does have the main base building that reduces the cost of supporting a charter priority, and I think Vernius doesn't, and Ikas has it. But Ikas already spent all their votes, so maybe Atreides' votes are enough to compete against the Vernius influence, yeah.
Vernius has to vote it up. Vernius is not voting it up for some reason.
So Atreides does have a chance to... Yeah, they're still voting it up, and they have the reduced cost on it.
Oh, there's only 2 days left. You have to vote it up now or it's gonna be logged.
Now it's the clicking war starting. Is it gonna be enough? Atreides has to...
It's not gonna be enough.
Vote it up. Nice. They're still going for it.
It's not enough.
Very nice from Atreides here. I love this.
He's faster. Oh no.
So this means, if they succeed here, that Atreides will keep the governorship, so they have to kill them. And they have a ceasefire prepped. Wow, this will be interesting. Will Atreides win this?
Do they... No, don't tell me they... Oh, they have a ceasefire prepped. Oh no.
Atreides the underdog winning the game? 10 days.
It might be. It might be.
Ikas has such a long wait. They have to work now. Very nice. Atreides denying the loss of rights. Only Vernius is at a Atreides base. Ikaz has to walk up. Wow.
Because
I
he's yet to
didn't see
walk up,
that coming.
also,
This is wild.
but also, I don't know. Harkonnen is trying to spike now, but he pillaged 2 of his regions, which means he cannot capture those for 15 more days, which is...
And one region has a renegade base on them. So now it's coming down. Who will get the second place, maybe? And I think Ikaz is betting on their 2 sanctuaries to capture them and get in second place now.
Looking at it now, Harkonnen is down by 1.2k behind Ikaz, and he captures those 2 regions. He has a 3rd region to capture, maybe
Ikaz has enough
the
for
Atreides
30.
region.
So 2 for Ikaz. I don't think Harkonnen has enough.
He has 400, and he could have pillaged one of the village sieges, but he didn't. Oh.
Wow.
They have to commit to that base kill somehow.
Yeah, I don't think Ikaz wants to.
There's only one more Intel POI next to Atreides to capture.
Now Vernius is
Engineer
preparing
drones
to
down,
attack
and
this
here comes
base.
the siege.
I don't think this will be enough. 8 days.
And they have a ceasefire, so it's 5 days, not even 8. How much intel do they have? They cannot prep another one. They have 1 ceasefire and that's it.
So Vernius is doing a nice job of sieging here, having the railguns in the back, the engineers to heal them.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, the other 2 players are just sitting back trying to spike here.
Bridges go down. This is when this is the moment you ceasefire. You need to survive those breaches.
I think a ceasefire would be nice here. But Atreides is
Yeah.
right now trying to kill the Vernius army. Vernius is pulling back.
Harkonnen is just trying to spike.
This will not be enough for Vernius. Yeah.
No, it will not be.
Very interesting.
5 days remaining.
Now Ikaz is attacking Vernius here, trying to farm the militia with their champions. Very good decision from them.
It is, yeah.
I think that might be enough to keep them above Harkonnen.
It will be, yes.
Yeah, Vernius complaining that the other 2 players are just playing for second place. But I mean, you have to play as a lobby together to vote up the governorship again. If you don't succeed in voting it up,
Yeah, that
there
was
is no
a
other
grave
option.
mistake.
So it
This
is
was
the
a
right
grave
call.
mistake, yeah.
It's the right call from the other players to go for the second place right now.
It was,
And
but
very well played by Toysaurus here. I did not expect that to go through.
me neither. That was a big surprise.
Wow. So the Atreides strategy is going off with going full political, ignoring the hedge game and just trying to win the governorship. And now the other players are at each other's throats here.
Yeah.
I don't think it's unfair to play for the second place here. It's just a game mechanic that is happening.
They let so looking back at it, none of them really pressured Ikaz when they saw that Whitmore has 10 plus
Yeah, for sure.
stacks.
He has
So
23 stacks.
Jesus Christ, and the knight has 17.
Wow.
GG's.
Atreides winning the governorship. And who's in second place? It is Ikaz, I
It's
think.
Wambo, the mystery player.
Yeah. I don't think there are enough Chom shares. 26% Chom shares is not enough to beat the 28k hedge here.
No, it is not.
Very well
Wow.
played by all players here. And especially
Let's see
by
the Discord chat.
Toysaurus.
This, wow. I imagine Castor and Ivane is really, really frustrated right now because that
I
first
think so
game was
too.
really looking like that they both will advance, and this was a disaster. They both were left behind.
Yeah, I don't...
No. Castor is asking if second place win con progression points are I can't even say the word. Cumulative.
No.
And no, it's the way it works is that the win con that has been advanced the most is the one that counts.
Yeah.
So right now, that means that Ikaz is the second placed player who has reached 28.7 kh, I think.
Yes.
And yeah, that's basically it.
Wow, very nice game. I did not expect this to happen.
Me neither.
And I think this is the first time we see the second place mechanic in full play here. And two players just trying to... just realizing, okay, there maybe isn't enough time for... to kill the Atreides here. And just full sending it on the second place finish.
Yeah.
Which
I
of
think
course,
this was the first game.
Yeah, which of
that
course
this
leaves
happened.
Vernius a bit out, because Vernius doesn't have like a big mechanic to spike here. They don't have any regions to capture. And the other two players of course have.
Yeah. Yeah, this was the prime example of a game where having a second placement. Oh, we got disconnected. It's fine. So the option to place second actually changed the outcome of the game, because I believe they had more than enough DPS to get that base in 10 days even.
Yeah,
Looking at how much damage Vernius alone did would have been more than enough.
Yeah, maybe it would have been close with a ceasefire, and Ikas and Harkonnen were very far away from the base. So maybe there's a world where Atreides can hold this.
Yep.
But I mean, Ikas and Harkonnen tried to vote up governor with all their votes they had. And I think Vernius was a bit late to voting it up.
Yep.
So they definitely tried to prevent it. It wasn't like they saw this and went, oh, I will just play for second place. They definitely tried to prevent it.
Yep. Eskanta pointing out that not voting up Gov forced them to play for second, sadly. That is true, yeah. And the main, I would say, mistake was that once Atreides won Gov, that's when whoever didn't vote it up, because they decided to save their votes so that they can outvote Atreides on the next council, didn't bump the charter. That's when you actually bump the charter, because that's when your influence has the most value in bumping charters, and it didn't happen.
Yeah.
They tried it at the very end when it's only worth, like, I don't know, 1 influence per 2 charter priority points, and it's not. At that point, it's just whoever clicks faster.
Vernius would have had a hard time winning this game nonetheless, because I think, I don't know, they didn't obfuscate Harkonnen's crafts. they could have there at the end, but Harkonnen still has like 4 to 5 villages to cap. And
Yep.
ECAS has their champion mechanic, so they can definitely get more hedge. So as Vernius, you're just relying on more regions to capture. And they
Yep.
already captured the backfield.
So I see some questions in the chat. Isn't Chom shares times 2? So Hark with 15k plus 20-ish means he has 90% win con. Does he beat Ikas? No. The way it works is that every win con is assessed individually. Because otherwise you would just somehow overgo 100%. So what we do is we check which of your win con was closest to being which was closer to actually winning the game.
Yeah. How many Chom shares did they have in the end?
26, I believe.
26
so that's
is times 2, so they would be at 52%.
Yes.
It's 52% of their win con, and their hedge was way higher, so they were at like, I don't know what hedge number they were at. But definitely behind ECAS. So ECAS win condition is their hedge at like 28k, and that is definitely more.
Yep. An 8.7 hedge. Yeah.
There's a lively discussion going on.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't expect any less because so what happened, objectively speaking, is that Vernius had a lot of influence, and Ikez and Harkonnen were bumping Gov, but they didn't have the influence production necessary to actually win on bumping. If Vernius joined, then that could have made the difference because it was like 20 to 30 priority point difference, below Judge of the Council. So if Vernius actually joins into voting Gov up as the priority charter, they would have easily outvoted the Gov, and Vernius gets another shot at becoming second place after.
Yeah, but even then it's very hard for them to do so. If they kill the ECAS champions, then maybe. If they kill Whitmore.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
There's a chance for them, but it still would have been hard for them to do so.
Yes. So what could have happened afterwards is Vernius and ECAS try fighting Harkonnen to decap some regions because they can easily boom. And maybe Vernius stabs ECAS in the back and kills the champions as well while the decap is going, guaranteeing their survival in the game.
Yeah, I think there was definitely a bit of a lobby misplay in charter upvoting. You can coordinate that better.
Yep.
To like vote up speaker before the governor vote comes through. Like, just never let Atreides get speaker there.
Yep, exactly. But Harkonnen did it very well that they let Atreides get speaker, which was the correct play for them because it made them focus Atreides instead of him, which was the correct play.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a miscalculation. I don't know if it was a miscalculation or a mistake from Vernius's part that they didn't vote up governor. But yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, every player knows the tournament rules here. Every player knows that there's a second place. And
yes.
So you just have to keep that in mind in game. That there's a chance you have to compete for second place. It just so happened that Vernius had the lowest chance of getting second place after that governor vote. And the other two players just reacted to it and tried to get second place.
Yep.
There's definitely some tactical play there that you can, as Harkonnen, like, let Atreides get speaker so the other two players will focus towards Atreides and attack them. That's definitely play from them, and I even would do that without the second place rule, I think.
Yep. John says that I think Vern knew that they wanted Atregov to blow him up, but in my experience, giving Speaker Atreides Gov is always a mistake. Yeah, I know. I see what you mean. Yeah. I don't think it was the correct play though. It was too early for them to actually take this gamble that he can give him Gov and not care about the timer. I think it was just a too early governor for Atreides to grab.
Yeah, so Toysarus will go as the first place into the next match, and Quambom will place as second place and will also play in the next match. So that finalizes our brackets for the next match day, which will be on the 5th of April, next week. And there we will have the finals, the semi-finals and the finals, and the winner of the tournament will be decided there.
Yep. So stay tuned, because that day will be crazy.
Yeah.
3 games. We will probably split the games. Minx covers one and I cover the other.
Yeah, and we will look out for co-commentators that might join us.
Yes, exactly. So to any coaches listening to the stream or watching it as well, love you all for actually coaching the players and participating in this tournament. And if you would like to actually come on stream and tell us what you thought the players, or would you like to commentate with us, then please drop a DM and we will make sure to get you guys up here.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And thank you to all the players that participated in this match. Make sure that you keep it civil in the discussion right now. I think every player played very well, and it's sad that we had to do a rematch, so I know there might be a bit of frustration there, but I think everybody did a great job, and especially Toysarus at the end there, pivoting from the first game strategy of going early hedge to just trying the Gov play. I really like that.
Yep.
So it will be exciting what they will do next week, what strategy they will pull out then.
We'll see, because I think we have an overlap on the Atreides, so it will be a dice roll whether Toysaurus or the other player can actually play their main faction. We're gonna figure that stuff out right now, because if somebody gets their second faction, they will need a bit of prepping before the actual match.
Yeah, we will post an announcement for the finals and the semi-finals, and also post the factions that will be played.
Yes. Just a reminder, the semi-finals will play according to these rules as well. The second and the first place players from both matches will advance into the finals, and in the finals it will be just a regular free-for-all. Whoever wins first wins.
Yeah.
Alright. See you guys later, and thank you for watching.